Crypt. Season 5, Episode 3, Forever Ambergris. What is Ambergris? Well, I had to look it up because I've never heard that fucking word in my life. Turns out it's pretty much whale puke. That'll come in handy in a minute. So starts out with the intro, and then we see the crypt keeper. He's pulling the eye out of a fish, puts it on his camera lens, and says, "A fish eye lens." So he's a photographer in this one. And then we get to the story about a couple photographers. An old grizzled combat photographer played by The Who, and the new young rookie all-star awesome photographer, Steve Buscemi. So they're on the old plane back to the US, and Steve's like, "Hey, The Who, look at this stuff. I got it for my wife. She loves it. And it's this whale puke." And he's, "Oh, mate, this fucking stinks, yeah? Why don't you put it back in your asshole where it belongs, yeah?" He says, The Who, you're such a kidder. You gotta come over and meet my wife. You'll love her. She makes everybody's dick hard. "Oh, mate, what the fuck, I wanna come back to your shitty little house and meet your wife, yeah? I'm part of the Who, eh?" She's just like, well, here's my address, writes it on a little piece of paper and sticks it in his pocket. So the Who goes back to his place of employment, and there J. Jonah Jameson, or whoever he's giving the pictures to, just like, you're losing your touch. I don't know what this is. You used to be the best combat photographer around, and now you're just sucking all the dicks in the room. I'll give you one more shot, but you got to take that rookie little Stevie with you. So he goes to Steve's house, and this lady opens the door and says, "Oh, mate, there's a hot bird there, yeah?" And Steve Buscemi's like, "Hey, you met my girl. I told you she'd plump you up." So they go inside, they're drinking wine, having dinner. Steve's in the background dancing with his wife. He comes over to the Who and says, "Hey, why don't you dance with my wife? I like to get cucked out and shit." So he literally drags him over, goes and dances with Stevie's wife, and then we flash forward. Old the Who's trying to sleep on the couch, and he hears Stevie and his wife having sex. So he goes to the door, starts whacking off, and the wife catches a glimpse. So flash forward again, they got done banging. The wife goes into the kitchen and lights up what I thought was a joint. Well, technically, I don't know. Is a joint just weed? I'm pretty goddamn sure she rolled the fucking whale vomit up and smoked it. But we'll get to that at the very end. So, it's little Stevie's wife and the Who, they're smoking fucking whale puke together. Jesus. You can't make this shit up. Holy fuck. Like, if I didn't look up what the fuck ambergris is or whatever the hell it's called, just ridiculous. So, yeah, the Who's trying to put the moves on her, and she says, "Fuck no, you ugly fuck. I love little Stevie. You take care of him when they're out there, you some bitch." "Boy, well, what would you do if we didn't make it back there, yeah, love?" And she says, "Oh, I would die too." Oh, how sweet. So they're on the plane going back over to whatever fucking jungle they're going to. And there's another guy on this plane, and he has a scar on his eye. And the Who goes to talk to him. He's like, "Oh, hey, there's this real ravaged part of wherever the fuck. It's full of disease, and oh man, it's horrible shit over there. There would be some, a good opportunity to get some grotesque pictures because this place is fucked. But I wouldn't recommend it because, there's an infectious disease going around and it's blah, 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 all that shit." And he says, "Oh, thanks for the information, Quali Yang. It's just what I needed." So, Old Who plans to go do that while Steve goes with the mercenaries to get pictures of their combat photography because that was the job. And Steve says, "Hey, why don't you let me go take these pictures of this place?" He doesn't tell him, the Who doesn't tell Steve that it's like all fucked up, even though when Kuai Liang and the Who were having this conversation on the plane, Steve was maybe 3 yards away. Sure, the plane's probably loud, but whispered it like this. So I'm sure he heard everything. But old Stevie offers to go take the pictures, and the Who's like, "No, mate. Why you trying to take this from me? It's my last bloody fucking chance, yeah?" And he just blows up at him or talks like a normal British guy. I don't know. I can never tell. And flash forward a little bit, they're all ready to go their separate ways. And old Who comes up to Stevie, like, takes a picture of him. "Oh, sorry, I just got mad at you. You can go, I guess, and we'll share the pictures." He's not gonna come back. And the fucking mercenary guys are just like, "What the fuck? You're just gonna let this guy go by himself?" And there's already one guy in the mercenaries who knows about the Who and how he's a piece of shit and doesn't like him. But, they still just let Steve go off by himself, wherever, whatever jungle he doesn't know anything to fuck about, never's been to. Just this fucking guy, just, yeah, go off by yourself. And, us 6 other guys will go this other way. Story has to happen, I guess. But, so the mercenaries come back, the Who thinks Stevie's gonna fucking die out there or whatever. Steve comes back, he's writing a post, or when the Who comes back, Steve's there writing a postcard to his girl. And Steve's like, "Oh man, I got some great pictures. You could even get some good pictures there." It was so fucking wild. And fucking the Who's just, "Oh, made it back. God damn it, fucking hell." Goes to sleep all mad, wakes up, little Stevie's melting because he gets the plague and shit. His eyeball pops out of his fucking face, and while he's dying, fucking Who's like, "Yeah, you die, you little fucking prick, and now I'm gonna go and shag your wife." What a real jerk. So, anyways, it's the next day. The mercenaries and the Who are sitting at the, their post, getting ready to go out for the day. Say, "Oh, it's fucked up. What happened to little Stevie?" And then booga booga booga, little Stevie pops out, and he's like all melted and shit. Fucking the Who freaks out, grabs one of the military or mercs guns and shit, and just blows little Stevie away. And the guy that doesn't like him is like, "You stupid piece of shit. What the fuck? What the fuck?" And you let him go. That could have been you. He's like, "Yeah, I'm on to you, you fucking dick lick." So the Who goes to see his J. Jonah Jameson. The pictures are awesome because they're not his. He goes to Stevie's wife or girlfriend's house, whatever. And she's in mourning. He brings her flowers. They drink some wine. He's like, "Oh, did he suffer at all?" "Oh, no, love. He went very peacefully." And she lights up one of those fucking whale puke joints. And she's like, I got a postcard from old Stevie right before he died, and there was a letter with it saying how you killed him. But I don't believe it. You could never do something like that. And they're smoking this whale puke, getting all fucked up on it. She takes him to the back and they start knocking boots, as it's called. And during the middle of it, she's just like, "You son of a bitch, you killed my husband. And now, whatever fucking he had, we have now because he sent me back some whale puke from that region. And we just smoked it." And then they both melt tails from the crypt. And then the crypt keeper's there. He's taking a picture of a skeleton in a bikini. He's saying, turn your head a little more." Her head falls off. He says something about sucking dick, and that was the end of the episode. It was all right. That eyeball popping out was fucking, that shit looked cool as hell. But Ambergris or whatever the fuck, geez Louise. Like, is this a common thing that people know or did? I've never, ever heard of this shit, and I definitely never heard. Well, back in my day, we didn't huff jankum. We fucking scooped up whale puke. And I guess this shit's highly illegal, like it would have to be. You have to make a fucking law because people think it's fucking cool to smoke whale fucking vomit. Jeez Louise. Ridiculous. Fucking ridiculous. Maybe it has another meaning, but that's what popped up when I Googled it. So head on over to dwnproductions.net. Masks, bust, props, custom work. Maybe you want something custom made. Hit me up and maybe I can custom make it for you. And then head on over to fastcustomshirts.com. Hundreds and hundreds of t-shirt designs, all reasonably priced. I think all the t-shirts on there are under $20 for sure. Go over there and you'll spend hours looking at everything. And if you need a t-shirt, a custom shirt made, hit them up and they will custom make you some shirts. And if you liked whatever this was, every Monday, yeah, most Mondays, unless God forbid something happens. Where's some wood for me to knock on? Dodged a bullet there. Every Monday, podcast with Joe and I, the dude who runs Fast Custom Shirts. It's like this, but we don't talk about Tales from the Crypt because that's what this is. We talk about the movies we watched that week. So, subscribe if you want to see that, I guess, or go to boygob.com if you just want the audio and you don't want to look at this fat, ugly fuck. But, yeah, that's all I got. Until next time, boy gob.